Nothing to do with Africa, my friend, just like we do. I don't have anything to do with Africa. Therefore, I'm not black. I'm not white. I'm Dominican.
I know black. I know black. I know black. Impossible. I know black. I'm Dominican. I'm Puerto Rican. I know black. Be looking just like me. Be having the same hair. I be touching it like, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same, papi. It's not the same. They try to salsa that shit off. I be like, no, it's not the same. I know black. Negro nunca, nunca. I know no, nunca. I know black. I'm like, no, you black. No. I know black. Dominica. I go, I know, but you're black. No, papi. I know black.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy here, Joel Mugisha, and if you happen to come to this channel by chance, kindly consider subscribing, like the video, share, and drop a comment. Tell me what you think about today's video. So guys, on today's episode we are talking about the Dominica Republic, and Dominica Republic is going viral for claiming they are not black. And this is actually very interesting because even black Dominicans seem to actually claim the fact that they are not black. But before that, guys, we're gonna dive into these videos that I've compiled for you, and then we're gonna come back and talk about this.
Discussions amongst Africans, amongst Caribbeans, amongst African Americans, amongst black Latinos, when the ones that actually claim their blackness. Sorry guys, but some of you guys be like, I know black, I know black, I know black. Impossible. I know black. I'm Dominican. I'm Puerto Rican. I know black. Be looking just like me. Be having the same hair. I be touching it like, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same, papi. It's not the same. They try to salsa that shit off. I be like, no, it's not the same. I know black. Negro nunca, nunca. I know no, nunca. I know black. I'm like, no, you black. No. I know black. Dominica. I go, I know, but you're black. No, papi. I know black. No, black.
Nothing to do with Africa, my friend, just like we do. I don't have anything to do with Africa. Therefore, I'm not black. I'm not white. I'm Dominican.
You thought you did something there? Hey Google, how did plantains get to Dominican Republic?
On the website savoryonline.com, they say, plantains were brought to the island from Africa and were quickly accepted as essential.
And before the Dominicans start, yes, I'm half Dominican. And while I'm also fucking tired of the I know black, I'm Dominican, unprovoked joke, I think it's very disingenuous to sit here on Anthony Santos' internet and front like there's no credence to why this is still a relevant joke. I think it's about time that we as a people sit down and have a constructive, critical conversation about the underlying anti-blackness that joke is highlighting in Dominicans and in Dominican culture. But first, let's address some wild untruths in this man's video.
If all of your family members are white and you have one great uncle who is black, you'll subscribe as black.
Tell me you don't know anything about the one-drop rule without telling me you don't know anything about the one-drop rule. Sir, that is not how the one-drop rule works. And also in the United States, in 2022, we no longer subscribe to the one-drop rule at all. In the United States, race is about your phenotypic presentation. And actually, race in general all over the world is about your phenotypic presentation, even in Dominican Republic. Because whiteness as a construct globally is exclusive. Anybody who doesn't look white is not white. But anyone who looks even a little bit black is black in the US and actually still in Dominican Republic, low key.
Been very mixed since the inception of the country. Unlike your country, we don't see things as black or white as race. We see things as a national identity.
True.
We don't care about race.
Dominican Republic was not mixed since its inception. And the US and the Dominican Republic, their history mirror each other. European colonization, mass genocide of indigenous peoples, and the transatlantic slave trade. I agree that Dominicans have a national identity that is not specific to racial identification. But Dominicans absolutely care about race, and Dominicans do see color and see race. They have several racial classifications, even though there's no racial identity. Negro, moreno, jabao, trigueño, indio, blanco, chino. We all describe people as their race, even though there's no strong identification with these races.
I understand from a historical perspective why Dominicans don't like to identify as black. During the 1820s, Dominican Republic was ruled by Haiti. And if most of you know, Haiti was the first black independent nation. The Dominican Republic was the only Caribbean island to be ruled by a black independent nation. Once they got their independence from Haiti and then again Spain, the dictator Rafael Trujillo sought to distance the Dominican people from the African diaspora simply because he thought that the Africans were less than Dominican. He wanted to associate the Dominicans with their European as much as possible. Laws and policies were put in place where if Dominicans identified with black, their Dominican citizenship would be rejected. As a result, most Dominicans started identifying as mulatto or indio or white. They neglect their blackness because of fear. And there are a lot of Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and Cubans who are mostly of African descent who will say that they are not black because, for example, in the Dominican Republic, black means of Haitian descent, meaning that you are not mixed. And I think it becomes an issue once they come here to the US because they just don't understand the racial dynamics or identification code here in the US. But honestly, the identification code in the Dominican Republic is rooted in anti-blackness because the only reason why they don't identify with black is because of a long history of anti-blackness. Wanting to separate Haitians from Dominicans and identifying as black in order to prevent unity among people of mostly African descent. Some Dominicans just can't connect the dots. And seeing how not even identifying as black in the Dominican Republic is detrimental to our own people. I know I'm gonna have people in my comments saying, we don't hate the color of our skin. That's not the only way to be anti-black. There's levels to it.
Okay, so real quick, why do Afro-Latinos not identify with black? This is because we used to have a caste system in Latin America. You guys did not have that in the US. In this caste system, the idea was to eliminate blackness, to improve races by becoming closer and closer to whiteness. So this caste system is really big. These are all the different races that the Spaniards just kind of made up. And they meant improving your race. There's an expression here in Latin America called mejorar la raza, or improving your race. It's something that your tias or like your abuelas say when you introduce them to your partner and they're lighter than you. They're like, oh, you're improving the race, like you're improving our family by being with this white person. This is an actual thing from colonial times. Here's a painting about improving your race, seen as a blessing. And that's why in Latin America we'd never had illegal interracial marriage, because it was normal in the Spanish kingdoms. It was considered a good thing. It was like, oh, you're improving the population. So someone like me, half black, half white, that would be called a mulatto. Then if I got with a white person, then my son will be called an albino or octavon, and so on and so forth until they became white. But, and check out, they had this race that was called a salto atrás, step back. If someone like me got with someone darker, then our son's race would be a salto atrás, a step back on the eternal path of becoming white. So we kind of lost a sense of identity, like identified as a race, like black people. And it became very much about skin color and how mixed you were. And if you were a little mixed, if you didn't just look African at first sight, then you were not black. That's how it worked back then. Now they're implementing something different, and it's that ever since around the 90s or 80s, they quit putting black in the census and mestizo, which meant mixed, because everyone was putting mixed and they didn't know who was actually black. And they started asking who was Afro-Latino, meaning that you had African in you from that time, even if you didn't look fully black, as it was taught to us that was what being black meant. And then they got actual numbers of the population. So that's what we get asked in the census. We get asked if we are Afro descendants, not if we're black. And most people take that and they assume that it means that they're not really black, and that Afro-Latino is a different term and that it refers to something different. So again, it's a cultural thing. Yes, we do know Afro-Latino means black. The thing is, like in Latin America, it's really complicated and most people will not identify as black if they're a little mixed, which is the case for a lot of Afro-Latinos. Another thing that happens is that if you say that you're black and you don't look fully African as they expect, they correct you. And they tell you, you're not black, you're a triqueñita or a morenita, anything but.
If you take out the African heritage, it's not Dominican anymore. We wouldn't be Dominicans, that culture that we are, what makes us who we are, because that is the foundation of what really created Dominican culture.
Don't be fooled, bro. You come out here, you think that they like you? And you black? Come on, bro. They ain't checking for black men, bro. I'm gonna be real. That's just not the culture. No woman out here grows up wanting a black man. I'm gonna be real. That's what they ain't gonna tell you. I'm keeping it real. I said this on TikTok earlier. No Latina woman grows up wanting a black man. It's just not common. They want a man that look like them or lighter skin. It's not racist, it's just a class thing. Black people here aren't high class.
Yeah, guys, so you just saw those videos that I compiled for you. Actually, we cannot talk about this case, guys, if we don't talk a little bit about the history of Dominica Republic. So here is some history. The Dominica Republic shares an island with another country that is known as the Republic of Haiti. And the Dominica Republic and Haiti are in a single island that is known as Hispaniola. Hispaniola is an island in the Latin Americas that was discovered by Christopher Columbus, and Haiti on one side and Dominica Republic on the other side. Haiti was colonized by the French, and Dominica Republic was colonized by the Spanish. Haiti, under a revolution, a slave revolution, gained independence. In fact, guys, Haiti was the first black nation in the Americas to gain independence. And Haiti, under the rule of President Jean-Pierre Boyer, invaded and colonized Dominica Republic for over 22 years. Now, after 22 years, of course, Dominica Republic gained independence from Haiti, and that is why Dominica Republic actually celebrate their independence from Haiti and not from Spain, like very many of other Latin American countries. So, guys, that was in the 1800s, and in the 1930s, there came the rule of Rafael Trujillo in the Dominica Republic. He was a military strongman that ruled Dominica for over 31 years as a dictator. And during his rule, guys, this man was a big racist. He actually wanted to associate Dominica Republic with their European ancestry and isolate them with their African or Haitian ancestry or connections. Rafael Trujillo actually unalived over 30 to 50,000 Haitians in the famous non-Parsley massacre. And all this was done to make sure that Dominica Republic was not known as a black country. In fact, Rafael Trujillo, I saw this online, that he used to put on makeup in order to distance himself from the Haitian black people and associate himself more with the European whites. And if you look at these guys, it looks like as if Dominica Republic, actually, when they claim they are not black, what they actually want to mean is they're not Haitian, because on the Hispaniola island, Haiti is predominantly black nation, and Dominica Republic today is actually multicolored country. But now, because of this history, people in Dominica today, they claim to be not black. Actually, not even only people of mixed races, but also black people who have black skin, but they claim to be Dominican and not black. And some of these people actually say that being black means you are born in the US, but this is a misconception, because being black, it's actually the skin of your color. Of course, nobody should be segregated because of their skin of their color, which I think, guys, to my opinion, I think Dominica Republic has been influenced by its history and its politics, which has made sure that the country be isolated from being identified as a black country or a black nation. especially being identified as equal to their Haitian brothers or Haitian neighbors, and to be more identified to their European ancestry, guys. So the Dominica Republic today, even the black people, they say they are not black, they are Dominican. But out of the Latin Americas, Jamaica is the country that is the most actually very proud of their African ancestry, because Jamaica actually celebrates a lot their African ancestry. So guys, this topic is very, very complicated. Dominicans, don't come for me, but just come in the comment section. Tell me, guys, what you think about this. Why do Dominica, and if you're from Dominica, please explain this to me in the comment section, why you guys are claiming not to be black and to be Dominican. So guys, thank you very much for watching this far. Kindly, if you're new to this channel, or if you have not, subscribe, like this video, share, and drop me a comment. Tell me what you think about this case, and be respectful in the comment section, because if you are not, of course, YouTube is gonna delete that comment. Yeah man, I'm entitled to my own opinion as you are, so be free to comment. Thank you very much for watching this far, and as always guys, see you on the next episode.